Morning is my absolute favorite time here in the garden. My cup of coffee in hand, hanging out with my girls, and just feeling the peace of a brand new day. And today, I have something special I want to share with you as I hit the 1 year anniversary of making some big decisions in my life. So here we go. So I thought I would share my story with you. I know there's a lot of new viewers here that starting off with there's Long's Peak off to the distance. I live here. By the way, my name is Sherry Ruskus, and I live here with my husband, Ed. Our children have grown and moved on to their way of life, and we live here on a couple of acres just outside of Boulder, Colorado. And I thought as I walked around the garden that I would share with you different aspects of the garden and then share, like I said, there was a big decision I made about a year ago. My husband Ed, who you will see in videos from time to time, had decided to retire, and I was never going to retire. But then what we find, this is our spring garden over here, is look at that phlox. I just love the beauty of that. Is that when one retires, it's hard for the other one to fully engage in work as much as they had been or in the way that they had been. So I decided to, I hate the term, but I will use it, semi-retire. This is my Mary bed. Semi-retire, as I still work with some clients and, just I'm always putting my entrepreneur hat on to see, especially in these troubling times where things are a little shaky economically, making sure that there is income always coming in. Can't just live on Social Security alone anymore. This is going to be my peppers bed. I'm so excited. I have so many peppers growing inside. Mother's Day is next weekend, so a lot of this will be coming out, the peppers, tomatoes, etc. This is my lavender bed, and one of the things you'll find about me as a gardener, I love a lot of whimsy in my garden, and fairies represent whimsy like no other. I am a fairy lover, I will tell you that. We've just started putting some evergreen touches into the garden, which I absolutely love. This tree it's been about 3 years now, and it's quite a lovely addition to the garden. Perennials are popping back up. This bed right here is a perennial bed with one of the first to bloom in here will be our orange oriental poppies, which are right there. I'm excited about that. And as you can see, I am a raised bed gardener, and I do that because it's so much less work, and you can create different scapes in each one. We've had these concrete beds for, oh my gosh, probably 15 years now. And I will never go back because we do have metal beds around, as you can see, but I really love the concrete ones, excuse me, the most. So as my story goes, and I'll keep it brief, I promise, is that I knew that I had to do more, that I just wasn't ready. So putting my entrepreneurial hat on, that's when I created the Grow You Girl channel. I added to what I already had, some of my coaching elements. So if you look through the channel, you will see that there's some of my coaching stuff from my podcasts, etc., still on here. But I decided to do the Grow You Girl channel because I feel gardening is more than, look at these, the chive blossoms are coming up here, is more than just my veggie bed over here. Gardening is more than just growing plants. It is about growing yourself. It's the mindset that comes with gardening, the joys, the pains, and I actually am writing a book about all of this, the mindset, the creativity that comes into play. Columbines are coming up, as well as some hostas in here. We have a Zen garden out front, and which I'll be sharing with you, of course, and I have in past videos. But we like to find a lot of sitting spots, my husband and myself, here in the garden. So we have this gazebo we added last year, and this fountain that we just recently added to replace this is our long bed, which will have lots of sunflowers in it, as well as a few perennials that pop up, in our yarrows, that we actually cut these yarrows back. And they are just so prolific. It's fantastic. But this is what was our pond, and now we're doing some evergreen in here. This is called Humpty Dumpty. This little pine, it'll grow to be like 3x5, as well as some asters that we replanted out of the bed that are so hardy they just seem to take over a lot. And we'll have some creeping vines coming up. This bed is reserved for our tomatoes, which I have tons of them in the house. And if you follow me on Instagram, I've been sharing a lot of what's going on in the grow room. And I just yesterday moved all the tomatoes upstairs. And that's really what I wanted to keep this short today, as I share with you the joy of my garden, but thinking about your own creativity and how do you let it come out to play. And play is really the word of the day when you think about gardening, not just as work, but as play. There's Luna there, or Abby went. Our two dogs who are my joy in life. But I have my little she shed over here, which I have some plants in there, my basil, etc. that I put in at night, and I've been hardening off during the day. And I will leave you with this thought that I actually have these little plaques on my door of my she shed. And it's a reminder every time I come in here of, a lot of people won't garden because they're afraid they're going to fail. And here's what I would ask yourself. What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? And I think that's a possibility for each of us. And this year, as I have traveled to France and many places that I have never been to before, most importantly, my favorite place is right here in my garden. It brings me peace, joy, the trees, and all of it. And I hope that you find that place in your home that brings you that same kind of peace. Until next time, my friends, remember, let's grow. Thanks for growing with us. And we will see you next time. And in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, let us know what really resonated for you in this video. And then, of course, be sure to subscribe at no cost to you and be updated when we have new videos up to play.